If your childhood was anything like mine, then I know you have a significant male guardian or parent that told you, I will think about it. And I will think about it for me was so infuriating because I knew you are going to forget about it. You will not think about it. And when I remind you, you're going to tell me no. And so I will think about it, always translated to a no. And that did not end at my childhood, sadly. As an adult and as a business person and as an entrepreneur, I have found that I will call you. Let me think about it. I will get back to you. Don't call us, we will call you. My people will get back to you. Almost always translates to a no. And I'm sure it has happened to you. But that since a no is part of our journeys in business before we get a yes, I decided to go out and find out why do people say no? Because most times when we get a no, we're not told why. But here are some reasons why you might be getting a no. At least I know if you know why you're getting that no, you might do something about it. So number one, maybe what you were trying to sell or explain or showcase was not very clear. You had so many ideas that you were speaking at the same time. You were maybe speaking it not in depth, or maybe you went too much in depth and confused people. That happens. So whenever you're going to speak to someone about something you're doing or something you want to sell, please be clear about what it is you're trying to sell to them. Another thing I've also found is a reason why I might get a no is because maybe of me, how I presented myself. And here is where personal branding is so important. Because when you go through personal branding, especially with me, I will teach you public speaking. I will teach you how to sell something through you, through yourself, through speaking about it. And so when sometimes I find you might get a no because of you. You might have a very good idea, but the way you presented yourself, the way you presented that idea, the way you spoke up, maybe you were not audible enough, maybe you didn't come off as trustworthy, or maybe you didn't come off as capable enough or confident enough even, because at the end of the day, people do business with people. And if I believe in what you're telling me, I will probably end up doing business with you. But if I doubt you, I'm not going to invest in you. I'm not even going to believe what you're telling me. However good it might sound, I might actually say no to you and then go and find somebody else who's offering what you are actually selling to me. It happens. It has happened to the best of us. Some shit happens to many of us. Another reason, number 3 now, of why somebody might be saying no is because they do not want to commit to the whole package. This happens a lot if you're a coach, if you're a trainer selling coachings and you're selling classes. Sometimes you find, like, for example, I used to find that when I went to people and I required of them to commit like a whole year or 3 years or 2 years, they were not very likely to say no. But if somebody was committing like 6 weeks, 2 weeks, an hour per day, break it down, it was easier for them. So whatever you're selling, find ways of breaking down into more accessible and more manageable chunks. Because if it's too big, sometimes it might not be worth the full-time commitment and spending all that money on it. When you're not very sure about it, most people will just walk away. So break down what you have and sell them in small pieces. Another thing that somebody might not want to commit to you is because it might be a conflict of interest. Sometimes when you go to a company and you're presenting something, an offer that you have for them, or you're trying to sell a package to them, they might say no to you because maybe what you're trying to sell to them is something that they also offer. So do your research, know exactly what your client already has, know already what they have access to, know already their commitments, and then now make yours more favorable to them first and then to you. Yeah, so most times when you go to people to sell things, we are so much about ourselves, yeah? So when you're too much about yourself, telling them about yourself, you don't show them what their benefits are. They become confused about what you're selling. They think they're helping you get a personal gain. They feel like it's going to be a conflict of interest because they wanted to be the ones prospering, but now they'll have to prosper you. And so it becomes really confusing. And so when you get, if those reasons I've mentioned, the 4 reasons I've mentioned for why you might get no, check out if that's one of the reasons why you're getting your no, and then adjust and go back. Yes, go back, go a second time, go a third time, but always adjust. Don't go back with the same package, don't go back with the same deal. If you don't want to change your price, see what else you can add into it. So if you've been getting too many no's and you're wondering, Naomi, what do I do? Just reach out to me in my DM or in the comments below, and then we can have a free session and you go through about the offers that you have and how well you can work them out so that you can start getting your yes. I've been your branding coach, Naomi Ngozi. See you.